Good morning, or afternoon, or whatever time it is that you're watching this. Today, we are going to be learning how to make fresh mint tea that Uncle Iroh would be proud of. First, you need a pot, a strainer of some sort, plant clippy things, and last but not least, a large patch of mint that grew on the other side of your fence, but it's still technically on your property, so your neighbors can't do anything about it. Hopefully you brought your clippy thingies. And that's mine now. Yeah, that's about enough. Next, you're going to want to wash the mint. And while you're washing the mint, just look for any leaves that don't look that great, like this one. And just take them off. You don't want that in your tea. From here, you can do a couple different things. The first is hanging them up to dry. Once they're completely dry, you can pick the leaves off. It'll look something like this. And then, what you can do from there is pour a cup of hot water, use one of these bad boys, put your tea in the middle. Here's some of Mom's tea. The second option is just dump that stuff right in your pot of water. Now, if you're doing it with this stuff, you don't want your water to come to a boil. You want to put it on like medium high so that it warms up quickly, but once it gets like the tiny bubbles in the bottom, then you want to put it back down to like 5, and that's when you put your tea leaves in. Them's the little bubbles I'm talking about. Okay. Beep. And you can take the leaves off and put them in individually. But, you know, personally, as someone who is incredibly lazy, I just like to use the scissors. And you can put as much as you want in here. There's no limit. In my experience, it's perfectly normal for leaves to darken like that. That or either it's really bad and I just do it every time, so I think it's normal. So, but from what I've tasted, having leaves that are dark like that doesn't affect the flavor of it, and I think it's supposed to do that. Your water's gonna turn yellowy green like that, and that's a good thing. That means the mint is infusing into there. And just put the lid on and let it sit for a couple minutes. Once your water is more of a brown color, let me see if I can get it under the light so you can see it better. More of a brown color, you're going to take out the leaves. I suggest bringing the trash can over to you because you don't want to take scalding hot leaves all the way across your kitchen. Plop them in there. These little stragglers, or we have this small strainer. So just remove those with your small strainer. Now, you can probably see a sort of sheen right here. It looks like there's a little tiny layer of oil. I'm pretty sure that's just the mint oil from the mint leaves, but I'm too lazy to look it up and it doesn't affect anything, so. Okay. And from here, you can drink it hot and have iced tea. Either one is pretty good. Now, if you want to make Uncle Iroh proud, I would suggest drinking it like this. But if you don't necessarily care, just add sugar. Add a whole bunch of sugar. We love sugar here. Just as much sugar as you want. Just go buck wild.